Fox near. So it turns out M is trying to assassinate little Ren at the end. But we'll get back to this. For this latest SAO episode, you're back to seeing some GGO action. It starts off with Ren in the box, and look at her face. You want her to be small, right? And it's just interesting how the Pink Devil now has an audience questioning her speed. I was wondering whether they would fully address it this episode, like actually spend some time on it. I know there's been so many of you guys wondering what the hell is going on. It really just is her speed stat maxed out. Anyway, this episode we do get a lot more of M. At the beginning of this, you have Ren questioning what exactly is going on with him. Apparently, as he calls it, he has a special player skill, which according to him is really just him being good at geography. At this point in the tournament, it is pretty fun to see that Ren is happy just at the thought of getting 3rd place. Although by the end of this episode, they're guaranteed at least 2nd. Another one of the fun things to see this episode was more GGO type vehicles this episode. The GGO arc in the 2nd SAO season wasn't too long, so at least with this series, we're getting a lot more GGO fleshed out. As for more M, you finally found out what the hell he was carrying in that package of his. It turned out to be this portable shield type of thing. And really, I'm not a gun guy, so I have no idea what this is actually called. But it turns out to be this bulletproof barrier. And holy crap, it's actually made out of the strongest material in GGO. Some type of spaceship plating? Seems a little overpowered. But I guess the drawback is actually carrying the damn thing around. As for some actual M action this episode, it turns out that this guy is, what, a pro sniper? He was easily able to take out all of these guys. He took out 8 soldiers total? Or actually, it might have been 5. I think the max number was 6 per party. Although don't count Ren out this episode, she did manage to get her own kill. I was hoping that Ren would double tap that guy. But man, she friggin' executed the poor guy. I would say that's a waste of ammo, but she did mention she just has tons of it. As for M's whole sniper situation, I was wondering about the lack of prediction lines after M fired. But almost immediately they do explain it. It turns out that M was just not relying on the GGO bullet circle assist. I guess there are certain ways to exploit game mechanics, and at the same time get a huge advantage over people who are used to relying on these game assists. You actually have this flashback from Pito explaining this to little Ren about how GGO is not fully 100% realistic. But more importantly, how this bullet circle could be a double-edged sword. At the same time, you also have a little bit more confirmation of M being some sort of expert shot, or at least having actual shooting experience. I'm calling it now, M is some sort of assassin. In reality, M is 007.5. After their victory, I totally thought that Ren just got one-shotted. I guess that sniper sucked, or maybe it's just like they said, she is an extremely lucky girl. Although how about M? Unfortunately, Ren is teamed up with one of the biggest targets in GGO. Okay, so now about that ending. What the frigging hell was happening? You got M making this mention about a letter? Just a little bit later, he then turns his gun on Ren? What the fuck? Just what was in that letter? Perhaps orders to kill Ren? And hopefully you watched up until the end. Of course, little Ren survives and then one-ups M. Surprisingly, you then have this massive dude that starts crying his ass off, saying something about not wanting to die? So what the frigging hell is going on here? By the way, all throughout this, I freaking love Ren's face. That expression. Ren's end face here actually reminded me of who she reminds me of. And it's actually not one specific character. All of these facial expressions she was making in the first episode and now really reminded me of the ones from Konosuba. Come on, does anyone else see it? I can't be the only one. But anyway, let me hear from you. Question of the day. Why do you think M wants to kill Ren? Is M some sort of real life hitman? Did he finally stop from Ren being too adorable? Does he just want first place for himself? Or was it the letter? What could be in there? Anyway, if you love SAO, smash that thumbs up button and subscribe. I'm doing these SAO GGO reviews every week. I'm also covering My Darling in the Franxx and My Hero Academia Season 3, which by the way just had one of the best episodes for Season 3. Check out my breakdown on it and I'll see you guys later.